That said, I also feel like people who carry themselves in a confident, in a very strong and robust manner, who have a good body posture, they they are perceived to be more confident. They are perceived to be more strong, more assertive, and there's a reason behind that. And if you check out my previous videos, you'll see that I have proved why there's a direct link between how strong you are mentally and how strong you are physically. Long story short, people who tend to be mentally firm, physically firm, tend to have a strong mentality. They are mentally strong because they have the ability to take more physical pressure. Therefore, they can also take a lot of mental pain, because your mental strength, your physical strength, carry overs to your mental strength and vice versa. And I've also explained in one of my previous videos that it also carry overs to your spirituality as well. That's why God favors people who are physically strong. And you'll find numerous examples of people who were ascetic tend to have not only a good physique but also a good mentality, a strong mind, and a strong body. And obviously, they would have strong soul and asceticism and spirituality, because all these three things are interconnected. These three things, body, mind, and soul, are like the three legs of our tripod. If one of them is broken, the other two cannot stand properly. And therefore, if on the contrary, if one of those legs were to be strengthened, those strength would carry over to other legs of that tripod. People who tend to have strong, firm body posture, they are generally people who are strong physically. You'd never see any nerd, anyone who spends hours on computers playing video games, playing Valorant, playing Apex Legends, Fortnite, would have a strong body posture, because their traps, their back muscles have atrophied to a point that even to have this chest out, back straightened position, they'd have to put a lot of effort, which they don't want to. And so subconsciously, they revert back to their slouching position. But on the flip side, people who go to the gym or who work out, who have strong back muscles, they would even have that straightened body posture subconsciously, because they're so used to it, and their body is so used to lifting those heavy weights on deadlifts, that their usual weight has feels like nothing to them. So even if they were to be slouching, they have to do that intentionally. Otherwise, subconsciously, they will never do that, because their back muscles have strengthened so much that it's almost like as if their back muscles have their mind of their own. When you look at people who have strong body posture, you can safely assume that that guy must have a strong body. Therefore, they will have a strong mind, and subsequently they would also have a strong spiritual spirit, and therefore they're mentally, physically, and spiritually strong. And the mental and spiritual aspects are those things that constitute our personality. So their personality is also very strong. So people who are strong physically, their personality would also be strong. Now, usual normies tend to create a divide between these two things, that you can either be spiritually strong or you can be physically strong. There's no and they pretend that there is no interrelationships between them, but that's a blatant lie. There's no backing to that fact whatsoever. In fact, the truth is, though these things are interrelated, if you improve your physicality, that improvement would carry over to your personality and your spirituality and your mentality as well. So these things, mentality and spirituality, are to some extent part of your personality.